Well, we should definitely do this hand-to-hand style. Do you think this motherfucker is training up next door at Helvius Cecia's place, right? The secret master trainer? Maybe they're training right now. Yeah, maybe we come in here, we see Jagasta hand-to-handing with hand-to-handing with Helvius. Yeah, we come in here, we walk in on them hand-to-handing one another. You know what I'm saying? Hand-to-handing. Jacking off, is what I'm saying. I'm saying that they're jacking each other off. When we had last left the hero of Kvatch, well, their dead drop orders continued from Lucien Lachance and sent them all over Cyrodiil in search of the siblings of the Draconis family, wiping them all out systematically, ending their entire family, so it seemed. But with that all the way and all of them slain through great effort, it was time to finally report back to another dead I guess not really report back. It was time to go pick up another dead drop, this time from, I think, a well in Skingrad. But before that, they had to pay a visit to Bruma in order to probably fist fight some guy to get hand-to-hand training. This is the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Welcome back. Zoop, zoop. There we are. Let us head on out. As you can see, of course, we're back here at the Spire, where I've dropped off a whole bunch more butts and a few books and junk like that. Anyway, that does position us to be quite nearby where we need to be, in Bruma. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm properly tracking this quest, too. I'm not. There we are. Let's activate that. Yeah, I need to speak with Helvius Cecia in Bruma about training hand-to-hand. Okay. Fantastic. Let's do a quick save here, and let's get some speed going as well. Great. Good, good, good. I won't take Prior Mabel down because I think if I give her super speed, she's liable to die. I feel like, your mount, your horse, if you have one, is way more susceptible to fall damage than you are. And I guess that's on account of the perks, right? The acrobatics perks. Because I think fall damage scales downward. It has like an inverse relationship with your own acrobatics skill. But a lot of that, though, a lot of that damage mitigation is coming from the perks that you get at like 75, 100 point thresholds and stuff. No? Let me double check here real quick. Oh yeah, master rank. You take much less damage when falling long distances. Which I don't think a creature... Maybe humans can get it, like humanoids. Because we've seen... In fact, doesn't it scale off of our level? Like once I got my marksman up to whatever it is, yeah, expert and master. Once I did that, then suddenly every other humanoid in the world that was using marksman weapons also started proccing stuff, right? I think that's how it works. But because Prior Mabel is not a humanoid, she doesn't benefit from the acrobatics stuff here. I think that's how it's working. Okay, let's head on in. Hopefully this dude is home and ready to give me training or whatever I need to do. Oh, you know what? Because we have the quest marker, I don't even need to hope they're home. That's it. Seems like they are. Okay. Good, good, good. And over here. Hello? Helvius Cecia?
You wear the shadows well, fellow thief.
Thank you, fellow thief. How about a rumor real quick?
So, Argonians got this hist stuff from licking hist trees, and the Blackwood Company got bad hist that made them crazy.
It almost sounded like the opening to like a goofy joke, right? So Argonians got this stuff called hist, huh? All right, how about some training?
Training, eh? The real question is, can you fight?
Yeah, look at me. Look, well, I guess I look like a wizard, so fair enough. I'm not wearing my armor anymore. All right, yeah, let's fight.
You know, throw a good punch, can you? I'd like to find out if I'm going to spend time working with you. So, are you up for a sparring match? I'll make it easy on you. I won't throw a single punch. I just want to see what you've got anyway. So, is it a deal?
Oh god, yeah. Isn't this difficult on max difficulty? All right, yeah, let's do it.
Okay. If I see you reach for a weapon, I'm calling it off. And if you can actually hurt me, I'll tell you to stop. If this goes on for too long and I get bored, I'll stop you. Now, show me what you've got.
Okay. Okay. I feel like we're doing good. Look, I got a sizable chunk of his HP gone.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, you've definitely got some potential. I'll teach you what I know.
Okay, it's really wild with the new like hit reactions and stuff. He's like, yeah, but not just that. But he's like, oh, not bad at all. I almost threw my headset right off. All right, let's see. How about some training?
Let's see if we can't teach you a thing or two.
Thank you. I'll take 5 of them. What? Thick calluses cover your knuckles and joints from long hours of punching and kicking. Ugh. I wish I could kick in this game. Oh my god. What are we doing, Remaster? Where's my ability to kick? Good lord, I want that. My power attack for punching? There should be an alternate one where you kick. You are now an expert in hand-to-hand combat. Your regular attacks now inflict more fatigue damage. Oh. Good. Thank you.
Shadow hide you.
And may it hide you as well. We'll be back every so often when we get a level up. Just as we had done with the marksman trainer. Now let's see, how about our other guildmate? Wait, is this him? No. Let's see. Over here, yeah, Ongar. See if we can't get a stack of 100 picks. Perfect, he is snoozing. Hello.
I'm really tired.
Okay, how about a rumor?
Olga sure can tell a good story. I'm not normally a big fan of bards' tales, but she's got some good ones.
Okay. Let's bard him.
Yeah, my favorite customer. What do you got?
You know, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It is really nice that in Skyrim, they actually did have bards, like, do songs and stuff. I would love it if they told tales, too. Like a bard's story, when you're in an inn or whatever. Because they mention it quite frequently here in Oblivion, but you never really get to
I'm glad that's done.
Witness it.
I need a nap.
Okay,
Shadow
goodbye.
hide you.
Thanks for the pics. Alright, and then I think we'll fly on over to Skingrad, which we could just fast travel there. No problemo. There we go. All the way over here. And where is the well at? I guess I'll go to the east gate. Sure. I don't remember exactly where it is. Okay. If you sneak up and attack someone who doesn't detect you, they're not gonna like it. Because you attacked them.
I'm only asking for a single coin.
Oh, here, let me make sure I'm tracking the quest. That probably would help. Yeah, it's at the top of my list, but it's not actually tracked on the map. I think. Yeah, open in map. There we go. Is this it? Wait, hang on. Is it actually next of kin? Yeah, okay, the Dark Brotherhood symbol. Alright, so we have to go out to the castle grounds. Sure. Okay. We'll mosey on over and up there. Have a peek and poke around. Alrighty. This way. Good. Okay. And I think I remember the well being kind of centrally located here in the courtyard, right? Yeah. Okay. And it is actually in the well. Huh. Well money and well paper. Dead drop orders number 3. I've picked up my reward and received my next contract. I've picked up my next contract from the dead drop in the Castle Skingrad Well. I've been ordered to kill the Khajiit Jagasta, who can be found at his house in Bruma. Jagasta is a master of unarmed combat and will prove a challenging opponent. I should also be aware that Jagasta is expecting trouble and has paid off the guards to look the other way if our fight spills out into the city streets. That's cool. Okay. Well, one of the unfortunate things with these dead drops is you lose the really cool part of the first, third or first half of the Dark Brotherhood. You know? What's really cool are the extra stipulations, so little challenge bonus, where it's oh yeah, kill this guy by dropping the head on top of his body. How about you kill this one, make sure nobody finds out that you're the killer in this murder house. Stuff like that. It's very fun. I enjoy it a lot, the bonus objective, even if it's just a little bit of money or some potions or whatever. It doesn't have to be a unique item. It adds so much more to give a special way to complete the quest, you know? Have a alternate objective for people who are down for it, right? Even if you don't get it, it's fun to kind of shoot for it, right? It's very enjoyable. Which, one of the things I'm glad about is in Skyrim's Dark Brotherhood arc, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think 90+% of them do have bonuses, right? Bonuses that you can aim for and complete the assassination in a specific way. It's very, very Hitman. Very, Dishonored. Okay. There we go. And then Broken Vows. And another thing I don't remember. In the original game with the dead drop orders, did it always give you the quest pop-up before you even open the orders, right? Because I feel like an integral part of what's going on here with the Dark Brotherhood and the dead drops is that you should definitely be opening them, right? You should definitely be opening them. Yeah, you should definitely be opening, without saying anything, you should definitely be opening them. Alright. Are you ready to get your hands dirty, Silencer? Your next target is a Khajiit nobleman by the name of Jagasta, who can be found at his home in the city of Bruma. Jagasta was recently offered the hand of a prominent Cyrodiil noble's daughter, but turned down the offer when he learned of the girl's rather negligible dowry. The girl's family is outraged, of course, and has hired the Dark Brotherhood to make Jagasta pay for his insolence. Go to Jagasta's house in Bruma and end his miserable life. But be warned, the Khajiit is rich and bored, and spends most of his time honing his skills in unarmed combat. Well, me too can play at that game. Any opponent who can kill with merely his hands is not to be trifled with, so tread carefully. Even worse, Jagasta is aware someone may be trying to kill him, and has bribed the guards not to interfere if a fight should spill out into the streets. When the target has been eliminated, you will find your next dead drop in the Rotten Box under the old bridge just south of the Imperial City. The box will contain your reward for killing Jagasta, as well as information regarding your next contract. Very well. Okay, let me make sure I'm properly tracking it. There we are. Good. Okay. Also makes it easy for popping up our fast travel menu. Guess we're back in Bruma, huh? There we are. Okay. And then let's head over this way. Great. Now, just as well, I almost forgot. Did I mention it before in the previous one? Regardless, expect for about a week some shorter Oblivion videos. I'm trying to get a bunch done because I'm going to be out of town for this upcoming weekend to see some of my partner's extended family with her. So like I said, I'm trying to get a bunch extra done, which means it's going to be a bit on the shorter side, back how it used to be, 1 hour roughly in length. Worst case, I've already gotten all the Planescape Torment stuff recorded, but if I get really short in time, we may have to skip a day or two of Oblivion. We'll see, right? Anyway, just as a schedule update, if you're watching these as they're coming out. Anyway, let's head on in here. Oh, I have to sneak right in here. There we are. Well, we should definitely do this hand-to-hand style. Do you think this motherfucker is training up next door at Helvius Cecia's place, right? The secret master trainer? Maybe they're training right now. Yeah, maybe we come in here, we see Jagasta hand-to-handing with hand-to-handing with Helvius. Yeah, we come in here, we walk in on them hand-to-handing one another. You know what I'm saying? Hand-to-handing. Jacking off, is what I'm saying. I'm saying that they're jacking each other off. Alright. Let's see, maybe I can come in here and get jacked off too. A fella can only hope. Okay. Oh, what was this? My marker is telling me to go elsewhere. There's nobody in here jacking off at all. What a damn shame. Okay. Sure. Is there another set of doors? What the hell? Where is this bastard at? Okay. It says I ought to be right here. Is there like a secret door here? Sure seems... Oh, there is! Oh, wow, I forgot about this completely. Hidden underneath a bunch of cloth. Secret training room. I mean, how secret is it? You got like a whole, like, workout mat over here. Also, why does it need to be secret? What? You're not allowed to practice hand-to-hand? Come on. It's like the most innocent of all sort of martial arts, if you will. If we include, like, you know, the martial arts of blade and blunt. Okay. Look at them down here. Oh, there!
I don't recall inviting you into my house. Leave, quickly, or we will have a problem.
We're gonna have a problem. Say nothing. Oh, but I was invited by Sithis! That's really dumb. We already have a problem, Jagasta. I'm gonna say nothing.
So the thief opts for the stoic approach, hmm? Oh, my friend, I'm afraid you have broken into your last house.
He's so happy about it. Okay. Yeah, now it's a fucking rumble to the death. Holy shit, he has power beyond belief, dude. He's so powerful. He's really strong. God, he's gonna fuck me up. Oh! Oh, fuck off! Shit, he's got magic too. Okay, okay. Let's see. How about I put some shielding on here too? Let's see. How about... Shield on self. God, fuck off, man. Dude, he is so powerful. He's so fucking strong. He cannot be abated, dude. He cannot. Okay, Jesus. How come I didn't go train my hand-to-hand with this guy instead? Okay, how about I drink some restore health? Do I have any standard restore health? I got a bit. Okay. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to cheat. There you go. Oh, look at his cool dance move. Look, it looks like he's ready to dance. He's like doing some Michael Jackson or some shit. Fuck, dude. Dude, the fatigue damage does nothing, doesn't it?
You'll never take me down.
Whew, God, he almost took me down. Okay. Let me try a little bit more self-healing. Okay, and then mobilize again. Yeah, whatever fatigue damage I got on the level up is completely worthless. Fuck off. Okay. I feel like we should be punching him to death, right? I feel like it's fitting to do that. We don't have like an optional bonus quest for this, but I feel like I ought to. It's kind of good for us too, right? Kind of good. Okay. Yeah, if I didn't have hand-to-hand to level, maybe I would opt for just killing him immediately with magic or whatever. Fuck. Oh, fuck! Okay. He's so powerful. Holy shit. Okay, okay. Oh my god, I think he's gonna kill me through my block. Okay, okay. Oh, thank god. Okay. Let's do some self-healing again. And let's get shield on self as well. Oh hey, he's almost dead. I didn't even notice. Whew. Was it my damage reflect? Was that actually doing a lot? Jagasta is dead. I must pick up my reward and next contract at the dead drop located in the rotten box under the old bridge, just south of the Imperial City. Oh, Guide to Bruma. I don't know if I've read that one. I'll take it. Anything else of interest down here? Okay. Got some food. Did I get a hand-to-hand level out of all that? I think I did. The Brothers of Darkness. He was reading about us. Did he know? Oh my god, do you think he put the assassination thing on himself? Oh no, never mind, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. He didn't do that. He didn't do... Never mind, he didn't do that. Okay. Sure. Hang on, what else did he have on him? Okay. Good. Let's head on up here. Anything else of interest in this dude's house? Right, yeah, of course. I forgot he was reading about us. I forgot about that for a bit. I forgot about that. Okay. Anything else here? Anything good? We got a single gold. Love it. Leather gauntlets, biography of Queen Berry, pewter pot, leather hat, iron hat. Sure. Anything else here? Another barrel filled with torches. I may as well take them. Not that we need any more, but who can stop me from tapping the R key. The real Baron Zaya again. Grapes, mutton. Oh yeah, that's why the secret training area, huh? Of course. Okay. Got some of Tamika's. Good. Okay. Dude, Tamriel rebuilt got me looking up here in the rafters for like a little stash of jewelry box or something. Where I get a little goodie surprise up there. Okay. Let's see. Let's travel on out this way. Check my quest. Shagasta is dead. To the old bridge just south of the Imperial City. Well, perfect. I've already got a fast travel point right on top of it. Old bridge. We're clearing these out like nobody's business. Okay. Great. Ooh, I should check this stone here real fast. I would have to imagine we've gotten this one before, right? Tower Stone. Oh, I haven't. Marked by a special fate, you rule your destiny. Do you choose to steer by the stars of the tower? Sure. The stars of the tower shine upon you. You gain the great Warden Key and Master's Hand greater powers. You gain the Warden Key and Master's Hand greater powers. Okay. Sure. I think these are, you can only have one active at a time, right? I always get them mixed up. Yeah, it's the ones named after, like, celestial bodies that you can have all of. Alright, yeah, there's a crate under here. Rotten box. Okay, dead drop orders number 4. I picked up my reward and received my next contract. I've picked up my next contract from the dead drop beneath the old bridge. I've been ordered to kill an Argonian hunter named Shaleez, who is holed up in the flooded mine. She is a wanted psychopath, so I should be cautious. Okay. Let's see. Now let's actually read the dead drop orders themselves. Over here, number 4. Shagasta is dead. Well done. I was right about you, Silencer. You are a useful tool indeed. Let's see if you can continue to impress me. You must journey now to the flooded mine. There you will find Shaleez, an Argonian hunter who is banished from her village near the Black Marsh /Morrowind border for the brutal murder of a dark elven family. Relatives of the murdered family members have located Shaleez and demand retribution. And since the assignment is a bit far for Morrowind's Morag Tong to handle, the Dark Brotherhood has been commissioned to perform the elimination. Be warned, Silencer, Shaleez is a skilled and deadly hunter, and will fight like the desperate fugitive she is. After Shaleez has been eliminated, your reward and another contract will be waiting at the dead drop located in a coffin just outside the ruins of Fort Redmond. Okay. Let's see. Hi there, Prayer Mabel. You doing good? Okay. Well, let's get on out over here. It's very nearby. Good. Did I already do everything that I need to do here
Anytime
at Pell's Gate? Sclera Cestius?
Welcome to Pell's Gate, friend.
Thank you. What's going on here? Tell me a rumor.
The Nibony Basin grades from rolling farmlands by the river east to the rugged uplands of the Vallis Mountains.
That's fascinating. Can
All
I
right.
persuade you any? I sure can. Okay.
I can't. Such adventures. How I envy you. That's
Oh,
just
God, I
not.
fucked it
Don't
up.
try to manipulate me.
Oh, these are the bad ones. My bad.
Don't. That's just such a. I won't fight you. Gracious. That's it. What? Sorry, I don't get it. Don't. Sorry, my love. I can't argue with that. I can't. Don't. That's just stupid. Such adventures. How I. Not. You think that? I salute you, Mo. You win this one.
Okay.
You're
Great.
good.
Thanks. You too.
Farewell.
Can I look in these people's houses? No, they will be pissed. Iriki the Wides. The Sleeping Mare. What's going on here at the Sleeping Mare? Have I don't think I've done anything at Pell's Gate, have I? Brief history of the Empire. Crumpled piece of paper. I can read these? Looks like it's illegal to read them, though. Blank, crumpled piece of paper. No, it's not.
Welcome
Hello.
to Pell's Gate, friend.
Thanks. How about 500 gold?
I would gladly let you invest in my shop.
Okay, what have you got
Let's
for
do
sale?
business.
Whoa. Why do you have so many grand soul gems? Okay. Should I buy them? Look at your collection of potions. Okay. Sure. God, should I buy the soul gem? Nah, we don't need to.
Farewell.
Okay. Anything else around here? Can I get a room?
Welcome to Pell's Gate, friend.
Oh no, I can't get a room.
He's seeing you.
Okay. I can pick into these freely. Got a treasure here, a quill. Some gold, cloth. Lovely. What's what we got here? Nothing much. Okay. Odd that you can't actually get a room here. You know? Okay. Fair enough. See ya. We'll head on out. And we'll head over to the Horn Cave.
My pleasure, really.
Lovely. Now that gate to Oblivion. Not that away. Did I take care of that one? Yeah, I sure did. Okay. Horn Cave. Right over here. Which, have I been inside of Horn Cave? I guess I have. Or at the very least, I ran by. Okay. I should have entered in stealth. We do need more sneak levels. Lest we forget. What have we got here? What is this? Oh, it's a hat. Sounds like someone doing some archery. Oh. Bandit. I'm gonna punch him. Yep.
Ha!
Okay.
You'll never take me down. You're outmatched, elf. Ah!
Whew. What have you got? Anything good? No. Okay. Down here, got a booby trap. Looks like a will-o'-the-wisp in here. I'll pick through this wood door. The rat dead. No, it's not. Lovely. Got another trap door. Horn Cave still pools. I'm guessing our target is down there. Sounds like a bunch of gobos or something. Oh shit. What's going on up here? Gordon's fighting. Oh wow, it's skeletons. Oh, a bandit hedge wizard. Oh, well done, Gordon. Mithril boots. Strong potion of healing. I guess I'll stock up on a few of these. Good to keep like 10 on hand or so. Oh. What in the world is this? Looks like a path, but it's not. An illusory wall. Okay, how about over here before we descend further? Bunch of wine. Got another bandit in here. Uh-oh, you see me. Good. Well, you got a Daedric bow, a couple picks. I'll take them. Leave the rest. Let's get Gordon back out too when we can. Get a little bit of healing. Oh, look, there's some money on the table. Ooh, it's all single too. Okay. They're making their own Cyrodiil. Are they making counterfeit Cyrodiil Brothers wine? What? What is going on here? Okay. Cellar cave key. Good. Okay, now let's head on down into the spooky cellar, where I'm sure our future victim awaits. There's an iron dagger atop it as well. Okay. More will-o'-the-wisp. Let's check around here on the right. Oh, I hear a creature in here. Is it Dreg? Yeah, it is. Okay. Got that rat. Inside of this, what have we got? An Aegis robe. Strong potion of strength. No, thank you. Okay, how about down here? Anything good in the water? I don't think so. Let's head over here and screw with this poor Dreg. There you go. Okay, looks like there's a shocking amount of like wildlife monsters in this dungeon. For who we're here to kill. Okay. Over here. 60 big ones. Nothing in there. Got some pink purple coming off of that. Ooh. Oh man, look at the fire lighting effect, huh? Very good. Okay. Horn Cave Grottos. Yeah, that was the will-o'-the-wisp that was popping up on my UI. Okay. Speed on back over here before we head into that grotto's door. Lovely. Looks like a Minotaur man. Wow, look at the will-o'-the-wisps. Look at the color here. The light from the will-o'-the-wisps, the like more reddish orange from the torch, and then the like blue from the daylight coming in. Looks nice. Okay. Oh shit. It saw me. Easy enough. Should I be taking this glow dust? I actually shouldn't. It's actually not that good. Okay. I mean, it's good, but not for me now. Not at this point in the game. Okay, let's sneak over here, give it a punch. Lovely. Okay. Got some shroomage. How about in this water? It's like, oh, there is actually a treasure here. Dragon's Bow. 8 fire damage on strike. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. Is there anything else down here? There's a subaquatic passage, money, flame touch, scroll, and a hat. Okay. Well, let's go into this underwater area. Oh, it goes to the grottos again. Okay, well maybe we can enter the grottos from over here instead. Be a bit closer. Okay, just another area with a will-o'-the-wisp. Whoops. Great. Hard lock on the treasure. What's inside? Low money. Some Cyrodiilic brandy. Man, very rare to just find Cyrodiilic brandy out in the wild. I feel like in core game Morrowind, I found more Cyrodiilic brandy just adventuring around than I do in actual Cyrodiil. Maybe it's one of those things where people in Cyrodiil don't actually care for it that much, but it's kind of a big export. Okay, over here. That goes to Horn Cave, which I don't want that. Have I fully explored this section of Horn Cave? Let me double check. Yep, looks like it. Okay. Let's go down underwater into the grottos. Lovely. Over and around here. Okay. Ooh, another land dreg. It missed me somehow? Was that an attack? Was it because I was crouched? It hit over my head? Maybe. Anything over here? Treasure with some elven arrow. Okay. There's a Spriggan here. Good. Down this way. Well, another rat. Could probably have just punched the rat. Over here. A couple will-o'-the-wisps. Anything else? There's a campfire. But I don't think our target is here. Well, I've got a quest marker now. Oh, whoops, I should have done my sneak attack first. I don't think sneak attacks confer any extra sneak XP in Oblivion, like it did in Skyrim, right? Didn't it give you extra sneak XP? I think it's just actively sneaking around that gets you sneak skill progress. Okay, entering sneak mode again. The still pools. Well, I don't want that. Jeez, I'm gonna track this quest again. Oh, I'm not even in the right mine. What am I doing here? Wait, why did I go in here? Why am I in here? I was like, man, this is such a weird dungeon. This dungeon sure is weird. I didn't even need to be in here. I didn't even need to be in this place. Damn it. What the hell? I've been fucked. Okay. Well, let's see. For some reason, I don't think we've been in here ever, though. So at least it works out in that sense. Minotaurs come to get me. Alas, it could not. Okay. Yeah, this must have been one of the dungeons that we uncovered by virtue of walking nearby. But we never actually went into it because it's so close to the roads. So it worked out at the end of the day. Okay, over here. And where's that quick route into the still pools? Over here? Yeah. And this is a section we've been in, I think. Yeah, we were just in here from the grottos, right? Yeah, this is the other route. Okay. Good. Well, was there another Horn Cave entry-exit point, or was it just these two? Nah, it's just these two. Okay. Let's head out. Yeah, I would say that we had been in here before, but our local map really makes it seem like we haven't. Because it still needed to be fully unveiled. Because obviously the creatures and loot would regenerate itself. over some period of time. I don't know how long it takes in Oblivion for them to regenerate, but it was kind of a big deal at the time that they repopulated relative to Morrowind's, where if you were fighting bandits or whatever, because they all had names, they would never repopulate. If they were unnamed creatures and stuff, like, you know, skeleton or rat, stuff like that, they would respawn, even inside of dungeon interiors, right? Certainly on the overworld they would. But because every bandit in Morrowind had a name, and they weren't just generically named bandits, if you cleared out a bandit cave, you could just live in there, which was kind of cool in and of itself, you know? You just live inside that cave. Granted, I think if you rest inside of the cave, not on a bed, it counts as wilderness resting, so it's not quite as good, and more importantly, you're prone to wild animal attacks, aren't you? Okay, so this is Flooded Mine, which I also have been inside of. Unless this might be another instance of the same exact thing happening, where it's one by the road. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, I haven't been in here. Unless maybe the local map is just a little... No, haven't been in. Okay. I don't know how sneaky I'll be with the Creamy Man following me with the torch out. Oh, look at this. Ugh. It's like pallid green. What the hell? Look at the Creamy Man bathing in the water. Why does he look so fucking majestic? Yo, look at the Creamy Man inside of this, like, reflecting pool. Oh, surface, Creamy Man. Come to the surface. The cream rises to the top. The cream rises to the top. Look at him go. Oh, he's so majestic. What a mystical being. Oh. I feel like I need some, like, ambient choral music going on, right? Oh. Alright, let's go on over here. Let's see, let's go to the left, I guess. Oh dear, I'm going straight. Oh, there's a little treasure. I'll take it. This might be one where I need to put on my water-breathing hat. Oh, nope, not quite. Uh-oh. Are you who I'm looking for? Oh yeah, I couldn't even speak with you.
That's the best you can do.
Okay. The Creamy Man is drowning to death.
Take that! I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. Do your worst. You're outmatched, elf.
Phew. Shaleez is dead. I must pick up my reward and next contract from the dead drop located in the coffin just outside the ruins of Fort Redmond. Okay. What have you got for me? 3 Quatlus, short sword of winter, and another steel short sword. And a long sword of storms. You poor damn fool. You can't dual wield until the next game. God, I'm gonna be so sad if you can't dual wield weapons in Elder Scrolls 6, you know? I want them to bring it back and make it even better, because that's kind of my issue with how it functions in Skyrim, is that you lose out on blocking. You know, blocking and shield bashing or block bashing, if you're using a two-hander, it's so good. It adds just one extra dynamic to combat. But we've talked about this at length in the Skyrim playthrough. But still, hopefully they bring it back. Even if it's just like you have to do like a timed parry. You know, it's a harder block to pull off compared to like a shield. Like you only get access to a parry if you're dual wielding weapons, melee weapons. Okay, over here. But I say that I have concerns about there not being dual wielding because there infamously was never any dual wielding in Fallout 4. But maybe Creation Engine 2 is capable of it again. Let's activate Fin Gleam here. Okay. I remember in some pre-release material for, was it Fallout 4's Creation Club? They had a little bit of a snippet of one of the creations where you could dual-wield miniguns or something like that. And a lot of people were like, oh, wow, it's going to add in dual wielding or something like that. I was very excited. You know, every time there's a perk in Fallout, there's going to be one where there's Vault Boy who is dual wielding pistols. You're like, yeah, I want that to be me. I want that to be me. And it couldn't be. It's not you. It will never be you. Maybe in Fallout 5, though. Okay. Anything else over here? No. Got a sack of nothing much. A little bed. Sure. This is where Shaleez would chill. And snooze. And lose. Okay. I was wondering if Shaleez had any peculiar reading material, but I guess not. Okay. And then... did I check all around the main room with Shaleez inside of it? Look at that. There's the poor creamy man's dead-ass bod. Oh, there's a chest here. Oh, I must have looted it. Either that or the creamy man did. Let's take his stuff, 2 gold, and a single torch. Thank you. Up here. Yeah, I don't see anything. Huh. Okay, I was expecting a bit more, you know, something. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I guess maybe the something was in the dead drop node itself, if you know what I'm saying. Sorry for being so cryptic. But we're in the Dark Brotherhood after all. Okay, let me bring this up, and over here. Good. Let me bring that, okay, like this over here. And then... out this way. Alright, and I guess when next we return, we'll go investigate the next dead drop. We'll pick it up and we'll keep killing people. Right, the murder quest continues. Like I said, apologies, a bit of some shorter ones here for you, and like I said, we may have to skip a day or two. We'll see. Alright. Now, however, of course, if you'd like to stick around, we will be doing a little bit of reading. Right, this'll... the bright side of this is that I was getting to be a little worried that we may have too many books and not enough videos in the playthrough to read them all. But maybe this will help even the odds. We'll see. Anyway, as I was saying, let's do a little bit of reading, if you'd like to stick around. Let's see, what ought we read this time? How about... I guess we could read the rear guard. I don't think we've read this here. Okay, yeah, the rear guard. If you'll excuse me, I am going to take a quick drink here. Apologies. All right. The Rear Guard by Tennessee Tenace? Moral. Moral. The castle would hold. No matter the forces, the walls of Cascabel Hall would never fail. But that was small consolation for Menegur. He was hungry. In fact, he had never been so hungry. The well in the atrium of the fortress supplied him with enough water to hold him there until the Fourth Era, but his stomach reminded Menegur minute to minute that he needed food. The wagon load of supplies mocked him. When his army, the forces of the King of Solitude, had left Cascabel Hall, and he had manned the battlements as the rear guard to protect their retreat, They had left a wagon behind to supply him with enough food for months. It was not until the night after they left that he inspected the larder and found that nothing edible was in the wagon. Trunk after trunk was filled with netch armor from the army's incursion into Morrowind. Apparently, his Nord confederates had assumed that the lightly opaque material was hardtack in aspic. Aspic? I don't know this word. If the Dunmer whose caravan had been raided knew about this, they would have never been able to stop laughing. They would never be able to stop laughing. Menegur thought that his fellow mercenary and kinsman, Aaron, would have found this amusing as well. She had spoken with great authority about netch leather, being an expert of sorts on light armor, but she had made a point to mention that it could not be eaten like other leather in occasions of hardship. Skill issue. The Nerevarine does it all the time. You can eat netch leather left and right. Skill issue. I think in Morrowind, can't you eat No, you can't. In Skyrim, you can't eat netch leather. If you are able to find netch leather, thanks to, I think, Anniversary Edition and one of those creations, on Solstheim, I want to say it's exclusively used for leather crafting. Anyway, it was a pity she couldn't be there to enjoy the irony. Menegur thought savagely. She had returned to Morrowind even before the king's army had left, preferring a life as a wanted fugitive to a free existence in the cold of Skyrim. All the weeds in the courtyard had been devoured by the rearguard's 16th day manning Cascabel Hall. The entire castle had been scoured, rotten tubers in the mulch pile found and consumed, a dusty bouquet in the countess's bedchamber eaten. Almost every rat and insect but the most cunning infesting the castle walls had been tracked down and gobbled up. The castellan's chambers, filled with acrid, inedible law books, had yielded up a couple crumbs of bread. Menegur had even scraped moss from the stones. There was no denying it. He would be dead from starvation before his army returned to break the ranks of the enemies who surrounded the fortress. The worst part, said Menegur, who had taken to talking to himself on only the second day alone in the castle, is how close sustenance is. A vast arbor of golden apples stretched acre after acre near the castle walls. The sunlight cast a seductive gleam on the fruit, and the cruel wind carried sweet smells into Cascabel to torture him. Like most Bosmer, Menegur was an archer. He was a master of long and medium distance fighting, but in close quarters, as he would be if he dared to leave the castle and enter the enemy camp in the arbor, he knew he would not last long. At some point, he knew he would have to try, but he had been dreading the day. It was upon him now. Menegur put on the netch armor for the first time, feeling the powdery, almost velvet texture of the rendered leather against his skin. There was also a barely perceptible throb, which he recognized as the remnant nematocysts of the netch's venomous flesh, still tingling months after its death with domesticated poison. The combination made him feel energized. Aaron had described the sensation perfectly, just as she had explained how to defend himself while wearing netch leather armor. Under cover of night, Menegur crept out of the back gate of the castle, locking it behind him with a rather cumbersome key. He made for the arbor as quietly as he could, but a passing sentry, coming behind a tree, saw him. Remaining calm, Menegur did as he remembered Aaron had instructed, only moving after the attack had been launched. The sentry's blade glided against the armor and knocked to the left, throwing the young man off balance. That was the trick, as he understood it. You had to be prepared to be hit and merely move with the blow, allowing the membranous armor to divert the injury away. Use your enemy's momentum against him, as Aaron used to say. There were several more close encounters in the arbor, but each swing of an axe and each thrust of a sword found purchase elsewhere. With handfuls of apples, Menegur ran the gauntlet back to the castle. He locked the back gate door behind him and fell into an orgy of eating. For week after week, the Bosmer stole out to gather his food. The guards began anticipating raids, but he kept his schedule irregular and always remembered, when attacked, to wait for the blow, accept it, and then turn. In such a way, he lived and survived his lonely vigil in Cascabel Hall. 4 months later, as he was preparing for another seizure of apples, Menegur heard a loud clamor at the front gate. Surveying the group from a safe distance on the battlements, he saw the shields of the King of Solitude, his ally, the Count of Cascabel, and their enemy, the King of Farron. Farron? Yeah, Farron. Evidently, a truce had been called. Menegur opened the gates, and the combined armies flooded the courtyard. Many of the knights of Farron sought to shake the hand of the man they had named the Shadow of the Arbor, expressing their admiration at his defensive skills and apologizing good-naturedly for their attempts to slay him, only doing their job, you know. "There's hardly an apple left on the vines," said the King of Solitude. "Well, I started on the edges and worked my way in," explained Menegur. "I brought back extra fruit to tempt the rats out of the walls so I could have a little meat as well." "We've spent the last several months working out the details of the truce," said the king. "Really quite exhausting. At any rate, the Count will be taking back possession of his castle now, but there is a small detail we need to work out. You're a mercenary, and as such responsible for your own expenses. If you had been a subject of mine, things might be different, but there are certain old rules of law that must be respected." Menegur anticipated the strike. "The problem is," the king continued, "you've taken a good deal of the Count's crops while here. By any reasonable computation, you've eaten an amount equal to and likely exceeding your mercenaries' wages. Obviously, I would not want to penalize you for the excellent job you've done defending the castle in uncomfortable circumstances, but you agree that it's important that we observe the old rules of law, don't you?" "Of course," replied Menegur, accepting the blow. "I'm delighted to hear that," said the king. "Our estimation is that you owe the Count of Cascabel 37 imperial gold, which I will gladly pay to myself with interest after the autumn-tide harvest," said Menegur. "There is more left on the vine than you suggest." The Kings of Solitude and Farron and the Count of Cascabel stared at the Bosmer. "We agreed to abide by the strictest old rules of law, and I've had time to read a great many books over the time you were making your truce. In the Third Era, 246, during the reign of Uriel IV, the Imperial Council, in an attempt to clear up some questions of property rights in Skyrim during those chaotic days, decreed that any man without a liege who occupied a castle for more than 3 months would be granted the rights and titles of that estate. It's a good law, of course, meant to discourage absent and foreign landlords." Menegur smiled, feeling the now familiar sensation of a glancing strike diverting. "By the rule of law, I am the Count of Cascabel." The rearguard's son still hold the title of Count of Cascabel, and he grows the finest, most delectable apples in the Empire. Oh, another very good one, right? And also, taking a dump on absent and foreign landlords, right? Love to see it. Yeah, another very fun one. Very enjoyable. The rear guard. I'm assuming that this would have given us light armor. A little level in light armor. But I could see a future in which an Elder Scrolls game has a cooking skill, and this could give you some a cooking level as well. Or a foraging one. Foraging one. Yeah, I could see that. Alright, the rear guard. Fantastic. Alright, until next time, please take care of each other.